Smoke dog, baby. This smoke dog. I've been smoking since I was 2. I can't stop. I won't stop. Y'all can run and hide from this Peter pandemic if you want to. I'm not. I still gotta get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna succeed. I can't be stopped. I can't be defeated. Ain't no virus finna run me out my hood. This smoke dog, baby. I'm telling y'all, I can't stop and I won't stop.
Who's been consistently reporting on CNN about the coronavirus.
Pass away from the coronavirus. Everything we are doing right now is to help
now
our
check
health
this.
workers.
Now look, this Lawrence Fishburne in the movie Contagion. Listen to what Blood say.
But right now, our best defense has been social distancing. No handshaking, staying home when you're sick, washing your hands frequently.
And look who Blood talking to.
To date.
Ain't that from CNN? Or am I tripping?
We're still working on confirming that number.
Freelance journalist.
The CDC, this is Blood from CNN. In the movie Contagion. Come on now. I mean, I ain't no conspiracy theory, but this is a hell of a coincidence. And he telling us to do what we gotta do right now in real life in the movie.
Is that in order to become sick, you have to first come in contact with a sick person or something that they touched. In order to get scared, all you have to do is come in contact with a rumor or the television.
You gotta say it and you gotta mean it. But in order to mean it, you gotta be convicted by it. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Y'all hooting and hollering in church all the time, talking about faith. Then a virus comes around and y'all freeze up. You gotta say it and mean it. You gotta have faith about this thing. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Say it after me, I will not get the coronavirus. Say it again, I will not get the coronavirus. You gotta be convicted when you speak because you gotta believe what you're saying. It's not a game. I believe what I say. I'm not gonna get it. I speak boldly to all of you all. I will not get the coronavirus. And guess what? I'm still grounded. Ain't nothing changed on my end. I'm still out here getting it. Still getting this vitamin C in this sun. Still exercising this God gene in my body.
What do you think you have an immune system for? It's for killing germs. But it needs practice. It needs germs to practice on. So listen. If you kill all the germs around you and live a completely sterile life, then when germs do come along, you're not going to be prepared. And never mind ordinary germs, what are you going to do when some super virus comes along that turns your vital organs into liquid shit? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get sick, you're going to die, and you're going to deserve it because you're fucking weak and you got a fucking weak immune system.
He ain't lying. I don't know. Is the flu just not sexy enough anymore for people to care?
No, it's not. Because it's not. And again, you're right. They're motivated by getting the eyeballs, and the eyeballs come with some exotic infection as opposed to saying influenza killed 5,000 people. Like, oh, well.
Y'all thought it was over? Ain't no virus finna run me out my hood.
Smoke dog, baby. Remember that shit. Been smoking since I was 2.
Wait for it. Free Blanche. Get money. Corona Chronicles. I don't want what I'm about to say to be taken the wrong way.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
But I will tell you why Asians experiencing racism in America is a big deal. You know why it's a big deal? Because it doesn't happen. It's a big deal because it doesn't happen. And let me point out that their racism, or quote unquote experiencing racism, is due to the fears of a pandemic. It's not just simply because they are Asian.
Now the Chinese are feeling the biggest blow, yes? They are feeling the racism that is coming towards them because they are saying that the disease originated in China, yes? Donald Trump said, it's Chinese, that's why I call it a Chinese virus. China, China, China. That is what the president says. But the Chinese are outraged, saying, how could you do that? How could you blame us for this coronavirus? Yes? Well, the Chinese, yes, not all Chinese, but if you're eating rats and cats and bats, something is going wrong.
If you are Asian, and before you get upset, I want you to ask yourself, what have I done to help black people fight against racism, oppression, and inequality? What have I done to aid black people in their struggles? a deeper question would be, have I even cared?
The Chinese are looking towards the black race to help them out in this racial discrimination. Yes, they feel like they're tired of being stereotyped, tired of being looked at, tired of being unwanted in this time. Yes? Well, welcome to black life every fucking day.
But let's be honest and ask ourselves, in our fight against racism, in our fight against inequality, in our fight against oppression, has the Asian community stepped up for us? Has the Asian community got on the front line with us to fight against the oppression, the racism, and inequality that we experience every day?
Hell no!
But in our struggles, in our fights, in our plights, in this war that has been waged against us for centuries, none of these other groups come to our aid. None of these other groups come and help us fight. Ironically, it was our blood that was shed that paved the way for all people to have a chance at this life in America.
Listen, I have empathy. Black people have empathy for all non-black people that are being discriminated against. But where were you during the Ebola crisis? Where are anybody when black people are being brutalized by the police daily? Yes? Where are you when black people are crying out? No one seems to be anywhere. But you are in our neighborhoods selling us your horrible food, aren't you? And your horrible products. You're there to take our money. That's where you are. But when it comes to our suffering, no one ever backs us up.
I don't condone racism, nor am I saying it's right. I'm simply saying that this is a great indicator of what happens to the least of us will eventually happen to all.
Let's talk about Chinese people with their kung fu and all that silly chang chang chong talk. I can't understand you. Go back to your country, white power.
My Chinese brothers and sisters, I'm sending you love. But this time we cannot be your racial superheroes. Yes, we have our own problems. Not only Corona, but we have you, we have Arabs, we have white, we have even our own people attacking us. So we're kind of busy right now. So keep your heads up. You shall overcome. Good day.
I have a bit of advice for you all. The next time you see us fighting for inequality, fighting against injustice, fighting for equity, fighting against oppression, fighting against racism, fighting against violence and tyranny, the next time you see that, my advice is that you all join in the fight.
Going on a trip, are you? Hey, this Jig's got a passport.
Where you going, Jig? Where's the plane ticket for?
Hong Kong. By Hawaii.
He's not going to Hawaii.
Well, look what we got here! Holding a police officer.
Once again, I am against all forms of racism, but I am equally against other groups not aiding us in our fight for our rightful place in this country.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
Play for free black. Let's get money. Go.